Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.
Hi, everyone. How are you today? We are going to be going over the fire signs. The fire signs for the month of May. And we will begin with Leo because we are in order, starting with Taurus and ending in Aries because it was Taurus's birthday. What is around Leo's for the month of May? We still have a lot of month of May left, guys. It's just the first week, not even. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Leos. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Leos are your children. They are your loves. They are your beloveds, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. Let's pull from the first deck, the Fairy Oracle. And if you would like a reading with me, please contact me at 213-458-7408. Let's see what is on the agenda for the first oracle card of, oh, come on, work with me. Last time this happened, I broke this. Let me see. Thank you, Angela. Work with me. What is the card for Leo from the Wild Wisdom Fairy Oracle? I can put the camera up for now. Wise Wisdom Fairy Oracle. Okay, let's take you. And it says, the gift. Leo, you are the gift. I'm not laughing, y'all. I'm not laughing, but we are the gift. This is for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Mars, your Venus, your Virgo. What is around Leo? And you are, well, it says the gift. I made you all the gift to the world. No, well. The gift, a present and offer nurturance, growth potential. A gift which has to do with your well-being, your health, and your transformation. A gift, a proposal to help you change your life that is small and not in the least grand or glittery, but which has enormous substantial and potential to it. Work with your hands. The art of working with earthy elements is encouraged and supported. Silversmith, blacksmith, jeweler, nurse, farmer, veterinarian, energy healer, animal lover, conservatist, builder, eco mystic, or herbalist, or rosemary oil. Peaceful revolutions to trivial disputes, the de escalation of disagreements through tenacity, focus, strength, courage, thorough research and investigation, reverence for beauty, inspiration from earth for jewelers, artisans and craftspeople working with the ores and the stones of the earth, and converting our ideas into reality by revealing to us the practical element process that need to take place in order for us to bring our vision into the material plane in an enduring and earthly fashion. Respect for innate usefulness of all things, which so many others cannot see. This card indicates you will do well to take on the view That all has proposed, which is the antithesis of the disposable culture we live in now. Make the most of what you have. The gifts from the earthly realm of the knowns will come forth in abundance. Interesting. I actually have knowns in my garden. I've been having them for years. Same knowns. I've been walking around with these damn knowns forever. Porcelain knowns. And they're intercultural. There's a black man, there's a white man, there is a Spanish man, and a Chinese man dressed in yellow. I didn't make the knowns. This is how they came to me. And the black man, I think, is a farmer. The white man has on like this hillbilly, like denim, but it's not denim, but you know the look. And the indigenous one, I forget what it has on. I can't see it from here. Whatever. Okay. I got to go back to exercising. Oh, damn. Okay. That's what I get for being racist. Oh. What is around Leo for the month of May? Yes, thank you. Western cowboy. No, 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 not even. It looks like it looks like a. All right, whatever. I'm sorry. I apologize. Working hard, Leo. This card usually means working hard at what you like to do. This is a work labor card, but in a way where it's like, I'm so busy and I'm so happy. And because this card tells me that there's a creative spin, if any of you have not started making something from your bare hands, then you should start. And those of you that has started something with your bare hands, expect to make more of it, to sell more of it. There's something here about good news coming through out of bad news. It's kind of like, well, there's good news and then there's bad news. Which one do you want first? All right. So it could be something like you got the house, but at this price. If you pay this price, you have the house. Good news and bad news. You know, you decide whether it's good news or bad news. But good things are coming in. And so, those of you wanting to purchase a home, wondering if your relationship is going to flourish finally, wondering if you're finally going to find that man or that woman, the answer is yes. Yes. The stars are aligning with you, Leo, but you already know that. Oh my God. They love you, Leo. So there's some benefit coming to being a Leo. Again, good news and bad news. This card is a little different from this card because this card means something great is coming, but not everything that you want is going to be on the table for you. This card means something good emerges from a bad situation. Something great emerges. And that means to be fulfilled, happy, in abundance. Those of you that are of pregnancy age and you're looking to get pregnant, you will get pregnant. But I have a funny feeling this might have something to do with the public at large, a reality show, an acting job, something to do with the stars, something to do with the public at hand. Okay, this card is very similar to the Magician. Here's another deck. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. The Magician and the Wheel of Fortune have the same components, except that the Magician, you're learning how to alchemize. The Wheel of Fortune, you already know how to turn things around. And by the time you get to this world card, like you have become a full-fledged magician, turning anything into your direction. Leo. There's movement here. If any of you need a new car, this would be the time to venture into it. You should have easy access to cars. But remember, the Ace of Swords and this card, if it's time for you to get a car, the bad news is we can't give you back your car. The good news is we can give you this card at an amazing discount. Like that's the type of thing you're going to be seeing for the month of May. Also, hold your moral compass. You watch your P's and Q's. This right here, this is not a priest. This is a representation of God. So remember that God is always watching and that you kind of don't have to do too much. God has many mansions. This is about higher authority, your spirituality. This comes in a form of looking like church, but it really isn't. In my world, it's not church, but in your world, maybe it has some identification with church, maybe entering the theological studies, maybe astrology, astronomy. Just remember that you're not begging. You're not begging anyone for anything. That seems to be really important. Just remember that if this is man, man sits down, but God doesn't. Also, I want to tell Leo to look at symbols and signs. Like I'm getting like Illuminati is the key by looking at symbols and signs. And when I say Illuminati, that is my version of what the occult world looks like, but it could be something else that's equally as occult. And somebody may be trying to suck you in. And there's something about transportation, there's something about reality, there's something about somebody needing you. Oh, so and so hired me, but is it for the greatest good? Is it for the greatest good? Should you not accept something because this house is already built and you're being asked to come in? And it's kind of like, come in, said the spider to the fly. So buyer beware that even if it's something that you're like, this is my dream, this is something I've always wanted to do. And for me, I can't even think what that could look like right now. But there must be somebody I would die to work for. Not literally. And would I turn them down if I discovered that the company is not healthy enough? I can't think of a good company right now. It's kind of like a makeup company says to you, we'd like you to do, we'd like to pay you for makeup or something like that. And then you find out that the makeup company deletes animals to get to their to get their products made. Like it's kind of like that. Or it's kind of like a company that wants you to represent them or work for them. I'm thinking in terms of being the star or work for them, and then you find out that there's toxic waste in the product, and you're like, how did I get here? So it's kind of like, yeah, that makes sense because we got good news, we got bad news. Something bad emerges, something good emerges from something bad, but could it be something public? It's kind of like working for Boeing, and that they are not putting the votes on correctly. And it's kind of like, should I say something or shouldn't I? Like it gets a little weird. That's what I'm getting for you, Leo. There's something in your moral space that you should not consider. Something's not right. That you might want to be able to say, oh my God, I could go viral. I could become very, very popular. And I'm telling you, if this information comes out, it then could ruin you. Oh, I'm not showing the cards. I'm so sorry, Leo. All right. If anybody's going after a fire sign man or a earth sign woman, these are separate entities. They are both good for you, Leo. Get the Tower card. I get a Tower card against an earth sign man. So choose the air sign man. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Very, very bad for you. Probably has an STD. The air sign is much better for you, albeit a little boring. But the earth sign man is someone that you know, someone that comes from the past, someone that came from jail, someone that's a drug dealer. Don't accept him back in your life, sweeties. Leos. There is a new journey that you are about to venture into, Leo. So good luck with that. It doesn't start out with a lot of money. It does start out with a lot of work. If anybody's going after a water sign man, he's a little bossy. He's a little bossy, this water sign man. And eventually you're going to discover that he has some mental illness, like real mental illness, like not just crazy, but should or is already diagnosed. And I'm getting PTSD. Leos, many of you are going to wind up being married in a deep relationship where the person is so giving. The person is so giving. You'll be very lucky to have this person. Also, I feel like things could be happening very fast in terms of relationship, and I think it scares you. Um, I would say to you, time is your best friend, so you don't have to offer anything other than time. Even if someone is rushing you, you don't have to be rushed. So I just want you to remember that. If anybody is going after a water sign woman, the answer is yes. She's very kind, very generous, very loving. I have to say a water sign man would be too. If Oh, if there's a legal situation coming in a form of a contract, read the fine print. Do not be so excited that someone is coming to you that you don't read the invisible ink or the fine print. All right. And in any place where there are spaces, cross it out. Any place where there's a white chunk of space, ink it out. Just put lines across anything where there is extra white spaces. It's a good contract, but you're not reading the fine print. And if you don't read the fine print on this contract and you want to walk away, you can't walk away. It'll cost you money to walk away. So do not sign any contract without having a lawyer look it over. Some of you may have already signed something and you're going to begin to see the sabotage in not waiting and doing the right things. Do not be rushed. Do not be rushed in a relationship, Leos. Do not be rushed in a any situation that could compromise your income later. But love is coming to you. But are you ready for it, Leo? Because love is coming to you, but you are going to act a little weird. Some of you are going to find love at work. Some of you are going to have children and you're going to have twins, fraternal. Some of you need to walk away from something, but as you walk away, it was time to walk away. Time is up, but you are actually blessing yourself by walking away. And this is the Magician honoring you walking away and then blessing you. Conflict will definitely be behind you. Be careful, Leo, that you could wind up in a relationship not of your choice, where it's poly or something like that. Just be careful. I don't know if this is within your best interest, and I see a lot of conflict, and you could be in this relationship with multiple people, man or woman, for a couple of years. It will not work out for you. You are not going to be happy. Some of you are coming into a lot of money, again, via your creativity. So, who's ever got a project or idea, now is the time to push the envelope. Definitely pregnancy for Leos. I don't know if it's going to be in a month of May, but I do want to tell you, Leo, that if you get pregnant, protect the baby. Somebody is way jealous of you if you happen to get pregnant. So it sounds like I'm talking to someone that couldn't get pregnant or is around other females that cannot get pregnant. And then you wind up getting pregnant and you are not safe around your friends. So you might want to hibernate for 9 months. All I'm saying is protect the baby at all costs. That's all I'm saying. You figure out what that looks like or call me. Anything you want to, oh no, anything you want to elaborate on with me, do a reading with me. I'll definitely tell you which one of your friends. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This one fell out, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it. And it says, harvest, gathering of blessings. Harvest. All right, let's take. Harvest. Number 44, love double numbers. Harvest. The seeds, along with the nourishing food, coexist. There is tribute to the bounty and the blessings of Mother Earth. You know that your own efforts and intentions are a part of the ongoing abundance that nature provides. When you receive this card, you are being put on notice that your harvest is coming. There is a project or goal to which you have devoted much effort and attention, and you are about to reap the rewards. You have planted your intentions with care, taken the action needed to tend the seeds and cause them to thrive. So, if you haven't already seen the fruits of your labor growing in your life, be aware of the potential of bountiful results about to come your way. And if there is some work yet to be done, consider the best course of action and just make this a priority. Remember, too, the cause and effect. Even as you are harvesting the blessings of past actions, you are then planting the seeds of future outcomes. So, as you ready yourself for the coming harvest, also know that your sacred appreciation for your gifts you're receiving will be seeding the energetic fields and even more joyous results. Affirmation: I work joyously on the goals I am planting now, and I appreciate all support and substance that the universe has to offer. So I definitely feel like you're harvesting. If you have been harvesting, good for you. If you start harvesting right now, good for you, Leo. I believe you will reap the benefits of seeing it come to fruition in October. So if anyone wants to elaborate on anything that I said, please contact me. Text me 213-458-7408. Just look at the screen and text me 213-458-7408. Alrighty now. Let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. And thank you, Leos. Thank you for showing up. And I need some water. I am very, very dry, but I don't have ice water. But I do need some water. So I'm just going to get up and get some ice water real quick before I pull these cards, because I like for you all to see the cards. So give me 1 second. I'm back. I am back, everyone. Okay, we are now doing Sagittarius. Thank you, Angela. What is around my Sagittarians for the month of May? We're going to start out with the Fairy Oracle deck. And this one says, Child of the Moon, forgiveness, transcending the ego. Forgiveness and transcending the ego. Number 36, if that means anything to anyone. You must conduct a forgiveness ceremony as sincerely as you can in order not to create a situation that's previously hurt you. While you're still vibrating to the energy of the past, it cannot help but repeat itself, even if the echoes do grow fainter. You can attain enlightenment, lessening of the burdens, a reduction in grief, a return of good cheer and optimism through forgiveness. By forgiving those who have hurt or persecuted us, we allow ourselves to be free. It is only when you're repeating of the same cycle can it be done. When you receive this card, ask the fairies to assist you, to help you find the opportunities to exercise your forgiveness muscles. Ask them to help you clear under the moonlight and watch them clear and brush from you all the debris that causes you pain. Just volunteer for this. Just allow it to happen. Just be willing to be open to it. Then it cannot help but free you from the past and allow you to step into the present. You will know you have forgiven when reminders of the person or the situation no longer cause you stress. You will see the blessings and the lessons, and you will not allow this to take place again because forgiveness frees us from the shackles of pain that tie us to the past, tie us to people that have left. When we do not forgive, we are energetically and quite literally dragging them around with us. And it is that weight that can hold us back from our true potential. So this could come in the form of even a cutting ceremony, but tonight is a new moon. It happens, I think, around 11-ish p.m. So I think when you have a moment, even if it's in your car, before 11:30, just go through the scenes of life and figure out who you need to forgive, Sagittarius. And allow that energy to be taken from you, because that energy comes with hate, revenge, despair, crying, sadness, depression, and it's time for you to let it go. So I don't know who I'm talking to. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm very, very thirsty. Okay, so let's look at it. This could be a pregnancy, and a pregnancy that you may have to go it alone, or the consideration of an abortion. Something that you feel like you want to hide yourself or hide the situation. Someone made you promises, but they were never coming through with their promises. You may be feeling sad or depressed right now, Sagittarius, especially if you're pregnant. But I'm kind of looking at this card and this feels like a breakup. Could involve a fire sign man or woman. All right. Ouch. There's definitely some heartache here for you, Sagittarius. There's definitely something, you know, I think this and this deck go together. I think you're going to have to do a releasing ceremony tonight. If not tonight, at least in the next 3 days. I do feel like some of you may have found out that you were dating someone and that there was a third party there, or the third party came back and it was completely confusing to you, or that a third party didn't make this uh, relationship happen. I have to tell you, I think whoever you're dating doesn't have the moral compass to date. I've literally never known for a Sagittarius not to have a moral compass. I mean, I think you guys are a little crazy, especially December Sagittarius, but I've never known for you all not to carry a normal moral compass. So this has to be the partner that you were dating. Be careful if you're breaking up with someone. This could be someone stalking you on social media, or literally stalking you. I pulled an extra card, which is a little bit of a surprise. But Sagittarius, you can come out of this. You can come out of this. I always think it's better to know that someone is not qualified for you. I feel like that's better than not knowing. Things will definitely turn around for you. You might have to wait all of 10 weeks for 8/12 or October for 8 June, July, maybe by ear- June, July, maybe by early August, or by the end of July or October. But I do see the sun rising on you, Sagittarius. And I also think some of you may have to leave a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person behind, male or female. But it would be so much better if you did. Some of you have had some past conflict with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius woman. You probably didn't like her. You probably thought she was arrogant, but now you both are looking at each other with butterflies. Go ahead and grab her, Sagittarius. Some of you could wind up being pregnant and you may be faced with an abortion. They're not telling me what to do. They're just telling me that there is victory in the end. And I don't know if that means keep it or lose it. Some of you are in the process of trying to date a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man and a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man. If you have to choose the one that's most creative. Choose the one that works hard. Choose the one that works hard in giving you flowers. But there's something hidden with that one too. One person works hard, the other person doesn't. But the one that works hard is like gonna work hard, and then when you're ungrateful about something, which you won't be ungrateful about, but that's how they're gonna see it, then they're gonna slam you with "you're so ungrateful, I do everything for you" type of thing. So one looks really, really good and the other one doesn't. So here's what I'm gonna say. If you're with someone that gives you the world, that means if you say to them, "This is the type of car that I want," they will give it to you. "This is where I want to go to dinner. I want to go to Italy for dinner." They will make sure you are on a plane to Italy for dinner. I would say don't date that one. I would say you are not in safe hands with the one that can provide you anything that you want. If the other guy is a simple guy and technically doesn't know how to finesse you, I would say take the simple guy. Please don't date anyone from jail. That could probably be the worst thing that you could do. You are like the phoenix rising from the ashes. So if anything traumatic comes to you, I don't want you to worry too much because something traumatic will actually lead you to your relationship, the person that you're supposed to be with. So that's kind of weird, I know, but it's going to work out that way. If anybody's going after a water sign woman, she lies a lot. She lies. She could be an attorney. She could have a lawsuit where she says a lot of money is coming in. She's a thinker. She's fast on her feet, and she lies a lot. If anybody's going after an Aries, he's covering up something. So be really careful with the Aries energy. The good part is that love is coming to you, right? This is a relationship. This is love. But you feel inadequate. Like, get yourself together. You're not inadequate. You know, to the world, you show yourself as a very powerful being. But inside, you're not always as powerful. There's something here about you believing you don't deserve love, but you do. So stand up and go get that relationship. Be one with it. You guys can turn anything around. So start being willing to turn everything around. There's an offer coming, and the offer feels like it's the opposite of what you're doing, but you might like it. You might like it a lot. It might wind up being very fulfilling for you. I do get the star card, I get movement, and I get the world card. So there's something in the public world that you are going to be investing in and be very prominent in your sector of your career. There's some unexpected change showing up here. Um, where you think you're headed, there's a detour. If anybody's going after this water sign man, um, yeah, he's the type to allow you to be who you want to be. And with that being said, I definitely see a relationship and family with this man. If any of you want to get into the occult, I have to encourage it. This is the occult to me. Time to start studying. And when I say occult, God knows, it could be Reiki, whatever. Don't self sabotage yourself. All right. Watch your money. Watch your money. Please do not self sabotage yourselves. Okay. Oh, no. I thought it turned out good, but it didn't. Um, I get a relationship that's booming. It is toward the end of the month, and I definitely get a relationship that could bring forth a child. And I also get a relationship where you, Sag, do not have to worry about money. Now, it is at the end of the reading, and sometimes when I'm doing a reading, sometimes I can't tell if I'm reading all of May or if I'm reading even more into the future. So there's something about a relationship, Sagittarian. You're ready. You deserve this. Just remember that when this particular relationship comes through, you may not feel as adequate as you would normally feel. I think Sagittarians, you tend to date beneath yourself. And I think this relationship that's coming through is a man that is 100% qualified. So, oh no, step in and just enjoy. Oh, I turned these ever which way and I don't want to fix it now. Oh, I'm not going to worry about it. Let's get the final outcome here. I'm not going to look. Thank you, Angela. The new moon is tomorrow at May 7th. I already have some candle magic that I'm doing for some of my folks. Courage. Interesting. Courage. Look at that lion face. This reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. I got a lot of courage. Courage. This card probably means the need to garner courage. You know, Sag, you're a fire sign. Y'all might as well be a lion because I think Sagittarians are more courageous than lions. I don't know how we were so lucky to be like the baddest in the forest, but y'all are some badasses, men and women. So I don't know why you need courage. Where's the damn book? Oh, here it is. Keep losing the book. Such a pretty card. Look at this card. Wow. I love it. I just love the gold. Yes, lion. Yes. All right. Number 2, courage. The lion is known as the king of the beasts because of the mighty roar and regality. This situation facing you may involve direct action or strong communications. You must have the courage to express your truth and make your desires known, and to take action on your own behalf, no matter what or whom you are dealing with. The word courage comes from the French word for heart. This card is telling you that even if you have felt uncertain or frightened in the past, you now have the strength of heart to face your life with self-actualized clarity. Whatever it's regarding a relationship or situation at work or at home, the action you engage in or expression of your youth now will be blessed by the purity of your divine heart. The lion is a social animal that lives in family groups. So, on a practical level, this card may be sending a message regarding that experience with family. You may need to take care of a family member or encourage them to take greater care of themselves. A new member of the family may also be coming your way. Your affirmation is, I bring the courage of my soul to all the issues of my life. I stand in my true power now and always. Yes. Yes. All right. Just checking my time because I got a reading. Oh, it's tonight? May 6th? Okay. That's good to know. I got magic to do for others, some candle magic. So I'll just do it tonight, whether it's tonight or tomorrow. All right, guys. Last but never last is Aries. How dare Aries be last? It shall never happen again, Aries, for the next 12 months. You will never go last again, ever. Well, it's because of the way I design the readings. You'll never go last. I smell somebody's soup. All right. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Aries. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Aries is your child. She is your love. She is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. If anyone would like to get a reading with me, you can do that at 213-458-7408. This reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and Mars. What's around you, Aries? Okay, Aries reading in progress. I am reading from the Fairy Oracle, Aries. So let's see. This is starting to get a little sticky. Let's see. Oh, this is dropping out. So when it gets stuck like that, there must be a reason. This is from the Fairy Oracle, and this one says, once was innocent. Knowledge means change. Oh, shit. Oh, I was like, where's my cards? Where's my cards? I'm supposed to read this. Once was innocent, knowledge means change. If you are courageous, you can now become who you truly are on a magical level. When you accept this part of who you are, magical, and accept that this magic have you experienced is natural and good, you will grow stronger, you more fearless, more calm, more effective, and you will draw to you the people who can echo back to you these truths you have found. You will no longer mind not fitting into a realm you always feared living in, and you will know you can find your own path, tangled and wooded as it may be. You can no longer deny what you have seen, heard, felt, and touched, and have been touched by. Spirit, you know magic is true and real, and that the wonderment is your path from this time forward. So, what do you do? Ask for help, seek advice, consult people who've had the same experiences. Surround yourself with knowledge and know that innocence is not lost and that your beliefs are not naive. Your wisdom is now telling your truth and acknowledging your experience. Ooh, somebody's getting into magic. That's so cool. I was once innocent, but now I'm magical. At least watch some witchy poo movies. Okay, let's see what is around Aries for the month of May. I get a water sign or a father figure for the month of May, Aries. If it's a water sign person, male or female, marriage is on the horizon. You are worried about money right now. But simultaneous, Aries, don't stalk the person that you're in love with. There's some amazing good news coming through that is going to be about job or employment. Please do not brag to the world, keep it to yourself, but things are going to be moving at a great gait in your career, in your love life. You will be looked upon with value, like a star or a crystal out of your relationship. Good things are coming in for you. And very much like Leo, your final outcome card is the High Font. Hierophant. I'm going to read the Hierophant to you. I just don't feel like getting up right now, so I'll just see it from my computer. The Hierophant. It is about tradition. Huh. You do want a traditional experience. Interesting. It is also about engagement. An official ceremony also could mean marriage, and this card validates the Hierophant as well. Schools of worship, for some of you, schools of worship. Attending a wedding or being in your own wedding, but it's a rite of passage of any kind. So that even could mean um, celebrating someone's sweet 16 or quinceañera. This also could have something politically. You may be at become a new government official. The Hierophant is about searching for the meaning of life, Aries. There's something very significant here where you're going to begin to ask God, who are you? You're going to want to get to know God in a way where you're not afraid of the answers anymore. I also feel like there's something you want to sacrifice to get to know this information. I think you're about to be blessed with something, Aries. And I think when you get this blessing, you're going to be so shocked that it's then that you question God. Like you seem to believe that suffering is what we're all supposed to do. So if you don't have to suffer anymore, you then ask why. You don't believe it when it shows up for you. And you're not sad by no means. This isn't a person that's sad. This is a person that is saying, you're almost saying, why me? Even though there's nothing you've ever done to not receive it. So the why me doesn't really work for you, but that's what's coming across. Like you're saying, but why me? The answer is why not you, but that's not enough for you. You're seriously asking, why me? And instead of appreciating your good luck, you ponder the answers to life. It brings you to another level of understanding or not understanding all the big reasons why the sun rises, why the moon shows up. Like you're so blessed that you sit back and begin to look at life differently now. All the whys are coming out like a 2-year-old. But why? But why? The interesting part is if you ask why, you will get answers. So enjoy what's about to come to you because it could turn you into a goddess, a pastor, a preach, a shaman, asking these whys and being already blessed is the reason why you then figure out maybe I don't want to be a part of this world. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what it's telling me, that you're going to say, I want a simple life and I don't want all this money and it's too weird for me. And you may begin a study of asking about all the whys and then recognizing that not only are you blessed, you actually don't deserve this blessing. So you find solace in moving in a direction of religion or spirituality or Ayurvedic training. You might even go to a country just because you can. Like, you're going to begin to seek those answers, but it starts with where you're at right now. You're asking why. And I just want to tell you, Aries, please ask for all of us. We all want to know the why, but most of us are afraid to ask God why. So if you get to have this dialogue with the universe, with God, with Jesus, with the spirit, with the alien, with Goddess, please ask for all of us. We all want to know. You go get the answers, and you do whatever it takes to get the answers. And when you're ready to tell us, we'll be waiting. Thank you. If anybody's going after an Earth sign woman, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, she cares too much about money, which is the same thing I was saying to you, Aries. So it's conflicting inside your head. Some of you are going from never wanting a baby to being pregnant and covering it up because it's almost like you don't want people to know. I don't know, Aries, y'all are going through something. Y'all are going through something. If anybody winds up pregnant, it is the Tower. It is the Tower. Now, the Tower could mean that you're just pregnant and you never wanted that, or the Tower could mean that you are pregnant and you don't know who the father is. You could have been with someone and they have to admit to you that they were with somebody else. And that too becomes a Tower. Watch your drinking, drugs, alcohol, gambling. This too can lead to your Tower and lead to lying and not telling the truth, which I think gambling does very, very well. Some of you are going to have a healthy relationship. There's a little girl in the picture. Again, something about a healthy relationship. But I have to tell you, you get to this healthy relationship, I feel like by surprise. I think you're going to come back from Vegas one day and be like, okay, I got married. And everybody's going to be like, what? And you're like, yeah, I got married. So there's that. No more secrets, especially about finances. And there's an earth sign man that doesn't want to keep anything from you, Aries. He has turned over a new leaf. There is a water sign woman that's connected to federal, state, or government. I feel like she walked away, but she's coming back in, I think, for romance. Very rarely do I get the sun and the death together, and it's day and night. So there is a choice of complete opposites that's coming. The sun illuminates all that is right and wrong, and the death card releases you from your old self. Maybe both things are about to happen. But you can't stand on the fence hoping that it would go away. There's a choice that needs to be made. And if you don't make the choice will be made for you. Simple as that. Oh, there's a air sign man here. He is hella sneaky and very, very violent. Do not choose him, although he looks like he is the pot of gold. He is not Libra, Gemini, Aquarius man. Fire sign man. He's the right combination. I think you've waited long enough for him to come through, and boom, here he is. Fire sign woman, she is a gem, but Maybe she gives you a little bit of headache. I don't know, but she's good for you. Yep, this is the season of getting engaged for Aries. Out of all the signs, Aries, you are going to be in a relationship. You need to decide what this looks like to you. And you also could be marrying into wealth. And again, the question remains, why? Why have I been so blessed? I don't see you sabotaging this. I just see you wanting to take this and maybe show yourself with more philanthropy than anything, maybe to children. Whatever's about to come through in a relationship, it's a past life experience. So you've known this person in your past life and you both are determined not to fuck it up. Um, Aries, if you want to get pregnant, some of you do want to get pregnant. There's twins on the horizons. There's twins. All right. I don't know why I'm less one card. I don't know what I did wrong. But there's also an offer coming through, especially if you want to get into magic. And some of you, if you enter into the magical world, that is where you shall meet your partner. So that's interesting. And I also think that if you meet a magical partner, I do believe that you guys may start a reality channel or something like that. Let me put this over here for now because I could fix it later. Aries, that was pretty deep. You got the deepest out of all the 12 zodiacs. But I'll tell you why, Aries. You are mixing very well with the planets up there. You're mixing well with Taurus. Gemini is about to come into fruition and help you. Fire and air always get along. So there's just something about the planets that complement literally the Aries energy. So you're working well with the energy. The only thing I see is why. You've got questions, and you've got questions for whoever is up there. And I have to tell you, Aries, go find your answers. Go do whatever it takes. Find your answers. There's not going to be anything wrong with asking all of these questions. Your final outcome is Soul Radiance. Oh, somebody else got this month. Soul Radiance, Phoenix Rising. And that sounds like you, Aries. I think you are in your Phoenix Rising right freaking now. This is where I think you are. I think you are at the ashes. And I think the ashes are pulling together to create a new Aries. Fearless. Ready to battle for the greater good, along with Aquarius. Air. In this card, you hold out your hand in victory. The arms are up and raised in salutation. It means a new beginning is arriving after a long and perhaps difficult time. In fact, you're about to take flight of the phoenix and rise above the ashes of some old, unwanted fire. This fire may have taken different forms: finances, relationship, health. It may have seemed like an interminable dry spell, a lengthy period of waiting for change or longing for a resolution. Or the fire may have been so severe, involving loss, anxiety, and deep grief. May even been times when you felt the difficulties would consume you. This card is telling you that those times are coming to an end. A newfound sense of freedom arises, but don't forget the source of real power and freedom is inside you. When you find yourself living through a dark night of the soul, remember the presence and the truth of your spirit. Your soul's frequency vibrates with the divine light. No darkness can diminish. It is only when you obsess about your personal problems that you feel surrounded by loss. But you must let that false view go. Real solutions arise when you open to the power of your eternal truth and perspective. So, if you're still trying to overcome a difficult situation, or if something has caused self-doubt or loss of courage, just meditate on your unending light. For it is this divine frequency, your own soul's radiance, that will finally lift you above the limitations into free, unfeathered flight. Your affirmation is, I feel the power of my soul radiating outward in a beautiful, resonant vibrations. Success is coming to me now. If anybody wants to read with me in a psychic reading, or if Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, if y'all would like to elaborate, please contact me at 213-458-7408. The link is it's on the screen right there. For everyone else, thank you for your patience in doing the fire signs. And I love you, and I thank you. And I'll see you next month for the horoscope signs. Bye.
Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Gals and guys, go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live. Go to Tracy Brown Live.